There's always been a question that's been in the air for eras, ages, thousands of years since humans gained consciousness. And this question was, what is my purpose in life? Um, from what I've noticed, I believe everybody's going life and their purpose for each individual, though it's found in a different way. Our goal is to achieve happiness and love. Why do I say this? It's 2013, just last year, everybody was fascinated with the idea of the apocalypse. And it seems like everybody's still fascinated with this idea. I guess it's like secretly everybody's hoping the world would end. And everybody's quoting the Bible about, oh, the end of days, rapture. Something I've learned on my own, which is the exact point that I'm going to make, is that when you read a book such as the Bible and you read the parables and all these things, no one can teach you what they're saying. They speak to you. So you learn what they're telling you. So I can tell you anything you want about what I learned from it. But at the end of the day, what really matters is what you learned from it. Now, with that being said, the Bible holds personal messages. Why is the rapture a worldly thing? In other words, what if the apocalypse is personal as well? What if the rapture they talk about, Judgment Day, is your personal Judgment Day? Let's not talk about our Judgment Day. What if it's your Judgment Day? Not mine, but yours. And we each will receive our own apocalypse, our own Judgment Day. With that being said, end of the world, apocalypse. What does this mean? It means we are all about to meet our Maker, and it's most commonly thought that it's going to be in a disastrous way because, well, books of Revelations speaks of events that will occur in the future and the return of the Messiah. But it's full of metaphors. It can only you can open your eyes to it. When Christ says, "Shame on those who have eyes but cannot see, those who have ears but do not hear." I can't say I can see, but to my opinion I can see because I don't look with my eyes, but I look with my soul. The Holy Spirit speaks to me and teaches me and shows me things. I listen to the Holy Spirit. I see the things the Holy Spirit tries to show to me. And I think that's what Christ was talking about when he says, "Shame on those who have eyes but cannot see, those who have ears but cannot hear." And I don't mean to say that's exactly how it goes, but the way I remember it, that's how it was. And once again, that was a personal message. But personally, I feel like helping you, if I can help you. If you feel like I'm helping you, then this is for you. If you feel like I'm just talking, then this isn't for you. But back to the point, we seek love and happiness. And what's this have to do with the apocalypse, or at least a personal rapture and judgment day? Well, if we're seeking love and happiness, how do we find it? Well, let's bring up an example. Men and women who seek love with a partner, they want a stable, secure relationship with a man whom they can trust, or woman they can trust, whom they can rely on, count on to be faithful, and always care for them, make them feel special. But where do you find that? And from what I've noticed, a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people tend to go to the club not to be stereotypical here, but tend to go to the club in search for a date. Or this guy. They want to meet a guy. Let's go to the club and let's meet a guy. Let's go to the club. I'm gonna meet some girls today. Yet they seek love and happiness. See, the club brings them love and happiness for a night, but it depends on your definition of love. Now, if you're seeking the love that I explained at first with a partner for a lifetime, then you're not going to find it in one night. Why? Because it takes time to get to know somebody. It takes time to meet them, understand who they are, their flaws, and understand them and help them learn to accept themselves. Because each of us as individuals have a little sense of insecurity, or at least love ourselves enough to know that we deserve somebody who will care for us for who we are and not try to change us. Now, with that being said, shall we go to the club and meet a guy or girl who's already met plenty guys or girls that night? Write down his or her number. Feel very special to have met such a guy or girl who said such wonderful words to us and flattered us. Go home thinking about such guy and girl. Wake up the next morning, go to work. Then when the weekend comes around, make that phone call for such his or her. And she or he responds with, "Hey, I'm out. Why don't you come join us?" Point being, how many his or hers did that person meet? How many other phone numbers have they collected? Why is this a point? Because we seek faithfulness, trust, and stability, consistency in a partner. And when we meet somebody who's going to not rely, or maybe it's the wrong word, who's going to have backup plans, well then, one, they don't trust you. Two, they have no faith in your relationship. Three, they won't be consistent because now they have other people to keep content, keep them happy. So now they have to help them out. And pleasing them and pleasing you, it'll become a lot to handle, and the consistent will be gone. The trust is over. And we're all disappointed at the end of it because we were all hoping that this time you got it right. But say we meet somebody randomly in a location that isn't a club with a lot of music, in a place where there's only one chance, randomly, out of nowhere, the most least expected moment, come across somebody, talk to them, actually have a good conversation, share with one another, and both decide and agree that you felt you've had a positive encounter with another person, so you choose to see them again. Well, how many positive encounters is that person having like that so randomly? There's hope in that because you met them during the day while they're going about their business, not at a club where they're seeking to achieve as many numbers that they can, where you're just a number or statistic to them. Where during the day, as you go about your day, you're that one person that person met that day. Maybe you're the second, third, maybe they went on a mission. But there's hope. What if they tried to meet other people, but you were the only person that person got along with? Point is, when you search and you do not find, then you're obviously looking in the wrong place. Now this goes for more than just relationships. If you're looking for a job and you cannot find one, do you stay in that location, that town, or do you move on to the next town and see if you can find another job, another location? Say you want to join sports and the team you want to join is not letting you in. Do you give up? Or for your love of soccer, football, basketball, baseball, do you decide that that team is not going to stop you? You will join another league, you will join another team, and you will still play for the love of the sport. See, that's love and happiness when you do it out of the purity of love. I was once told success is not measured with money or with trophies. Success is more measured by the achievement and how happy you are with what you're doing. I've always wanted to be an artist, musician, rapper. That success is measured by whether I'm famous or not. According to my definition of success, which I've learned from another person, I've already become a successful rapper. Me and my friends have our own studios, we play our own music, and we have our own viewers. I am not famous, but I have succeeded in what I've always wanted to do, make music that others will listen to. And I'm happy. Our standards are so high, and our expectations are equivalent to everything we see on television and media. It doesn't make sense. Do we continue like this, or do we seek our own personal views to be achieved to the way we want them and stop trying to be others?